Today I've brought Aidan to one of my favourite little spots in the Flinders Ranges. It's somewhere where I've sat and contemplated life for quite a number of hours. It's just one of those places that you can do that. So we're just on the edge of heading into the Flinders Ranges at the moment, which looks like as usual, always looks like an oil painting. And this little spot, it's rare that I have ever actually come here and there's another person. So let's go. You excited, Aidan? Check out that red dirt, folks.
Yes, but you must be upset. There's another person here today with you.
I think this is the first time I've come here with another person. Right, well, we're almost there. As per usual, Aidan's loving the walk. It is one of those walks you have to watch your step, but once you get to the end, well, I think it's well worth it. So, my friends, this is Castle Rock, just outside of Hawker. See Hawker in the distance there. It's only about a K or so down the road, and it just has some magnificent rock here, and we'll go up the top in a minute, but great views. And by the sounds of it, what just went past us? A wasp that sounded like a drone. It was so loud. On top of the rock now. Some pretty great spots to take some fabulous photos. Great views. As I said, I've spent loads of time up here. Bored everyone shitless with my photos on my blogging page. As you know, I like to come to the path which is less trodden, as they say. What do you think, Aidan?
It's nice. Definitely a good view.
Isn't it? Surprising, isn't it?
Yeah.
The view's quite surprising from when you walk up.
Good view.
Sure is. So I just got a prickle up my arse. I chose the wrong rock to sit on, that's for sure. So everyone, that's Castle Rock. And it might actually just be like a quick, I don't know, what would you say? Half an hour stop in your Flinders Ranges adventure. But I can guarantee that it's one that not a lot of people actually take the time to stop at. That seems to be my experience. And yeah, it's pretty good bang for your buck. It's if you like the red dirt and things like we do, and just like seeing the really wide views,
The non-touristy ones.
panoramic views, the non-touristy ones, this is definitely a stop for you. So Castle Rock, as you're heading towards Rawnsley Park, it's just out of Hawker, about a K, I guess. You turn off, it is a dirt road, but it's flies. It's definitely worthwhile. Finding all these little crevices where all the animals hang out. And that's the rock back up in the background there. If I was going to be the queen of a castle, that's my type of castle. Don't even mind the occasional prickle up my butt. Why do you wear boots and socks, people say? Everywhere. Yeah, I wonder why. Check it out. Because we're often in this prickly terrain. It's the only way to be. We look a right treat sometimes. Socks or gaiters pulled up over our jeans. But happy to do that if it means getting out in the red dirt.
The mongrel boots are protecting us.
Yeah. And you've got to be comfortable. A couple of years back, I worked in the Flinders Ranges up at Rawnsley Park for about 6 months. It was great. Absolutely loved it. Loved being in the area, and it really contributed to me falling in love with this area and thinking about it for a home base as well. So for those of you that are watching this on YouTube who might be coming to the Flinders Ranges, if you check out my Facebook page, Vantastic Oz Facebook page, or Instagram, if you just scroll back or go in and do a search on the Flinders Ranges, you'll find loads of posts and information about all the places to go, things to do. And then obviously Aidan and I are exploring it again now between other trips and from our home base in the Flinders Ranges. And particularly at the moment while we're waiting for the ram to be fixed so we can get the caravan on the back and go a bit further afield. And I'm working at the moment a little bit, so you know, this is not a bad backyard to play in. No complaints from us.
No, it's good.
Except for
what?
Is there any exceptions?
Oh, there's all this walking.
Oh dear. We're on the outback way at the moment, and this is when you really feel like you're starting to head into the heart of the Flinders. We're about to take you on a great drive through the Morana Scenic Drive. So definitely recommend people do that if they're heading up to Rawnsley or Brachina Pound.
Yep, it's a good drive.
It's a great drive both ways. There's a dirt road. It's recently just been closed because of heavy rain, so you do need to check if it's open. Sorry, what were you saying, Aidan?
I was going to say you should be checking all the South Australian roads or any outback road when you're, even the bitumen ones, to make sure they're open if you're travelling it, because they can be closed for rain or floods or accidents.
Absolutely. Just this week we had several of our roads closed between the areas of Oru and Jamestown, etc., leading up into the Flinders Ranges. They were closed due to flooding, sometimes just for a few hours, sometimes overnight. You know, the water runoff here, it just goes from 0 to 100.
And it does come up quickly.
Comes up so quickly. It honestly, every tourist season catches so many people unawares. They just think that they can blindly drive, you know, on a road like this. But it's clearly marked when you're coming in near the creeks and things to take it easy and be careful. But I guess that's a challenge for some people.
Well, I've been up here a few years ago, and we drove up on the Monday into one of the stations up here to go four-wheel driving and everything, and we got there Monday afternoon. They told us where we were going, so we didn't see anyone until Tuesday morning when they came and told us, well, we have a choice, either leave in the next 2 hours because they're closing the roads, or we could be stuck there for 4 or 5 days not being able to do anything because there was rain coming. And we had on the way up this road, there was all the floodways were dry.
Not a drop of water, I bet.
The next morning, coming back, every one of them had water in it. And we're only getting deeper.
Yes. Yeah, it definitely changes in a hurry, that's for sure. So we're going to be driving through here very shortly. As per usual on the cameras, it never looks as stunning as what it is in reality. But yeah, come with us, let's go check it out. Sorry, Aidan.
This is one of the creeks. You can see where the other day there was obviously water flowing across here.
Absolutely. Still some water down in there actually.
Doesn't take long to come up or go down, but you just don't want to be going across it it is up.
Just missed it.
I was kind of expecting a sign.
There was a sign.
Yeah, we're back.
The Morana Scenic Drive, love. 400 metres away.
Yeah, but
Story of my life, people.
yeah, my navigator's next to you.
Mr. Speedy Gonzales. He's too busy talking. He missed the turn off to there. Yeah, that is not one that you want to miss, is it? No siree. Okay, so this is taking us into the Morana Scenic Drive. As you can see, no camping. It is part of Morana Station. They actually do have camping, but it's back over the other side of the road. So it is really actually wonderful that we still get to come in here. And it doesn't matter how many times I do it, I never get sick of it. Welcome to the Flinders Ranges. We've just come into Morana Scenic Drive, and it is without a doubt one of those epic drives of the Flinders Ranges. And I just said to Aidan, I don't know why, but the Flinders Ranges in general is one of those places that I got to, even though I was South Australian, I hadn't spent a lot of time here, and it without a doubt speaks to my soul. I know that sounds a bit weird, doesn't it? But you know, when you travel around and you just, different places really grab you. This place for me is the place where I feel most at home in the whole of Australia in all of my travels. So, you know, it's no surprise, I guess, that we ended up getting a base here. But Aidan feels the same, but he can talk about that. But he's been here, what, 8, 9, 10 times?
I'd been here 8 or 9 times before I met you.
Yeah. And it's just one of those places that is a little gem of Australia, a bit of a hidden gem, because a lot of people do bypass it in their travels. So welcome to Morana Scenic Drive. We're about to head in through this drive, which actually connects you from the Outback Way through to the other road, which heads up to Blinman. It is a dirt road. As we just spoke about, you do need to check the road conditions when you're coming into the Flinders Ranges. The road is fully sealed all the way from Hawker up to Blinman, and then the Outback Way, which we just came on from Hawker, it's generally, when people are doing this part of the Flinders through to Parachilna and beyond, it is actually bitumen.
Yeah,
so,
up to Lee Creek and then Lyndhurst.
Yeah, and that's one of the most commonly asked questions about getting around in the Flinders. But as we just spoke about, you do need to check the road conditions, regardless of whether it's bitumen or dirt. And then there's many roads connecting those two roads, which are dirt. And this one, as we just said, was closed last week. The best place to check that is on the Department of Road Transport. They have the Outback Roads conditions.
We can stick a link in the description.
Yeah, we'll pop a link in the description. It's without a doubt the best one to use for the South Australian road conditions. So not just here, but right up to Cooper Pedy and through the Outback.
Even up through Inaminka to Birdsville and out to Cameron's Corner.
They try to update it as quick as they can when the conditions are changing. And as we said, even if you're just coming to this part of the Flinders, which funny enough I don't consider to be that outback, it is worth checking the conditions. But as you can see today, magic, beautiful, 24, 25 degrees.
A little bit of wind just to keep the flies off.
No rain, no flies, a few flies about, but not many. And yeah, let's go. We'll take you for a ride. Well, they've had a lot of water through here in the last, couple of weeks, I guess. You know, these creeks just are raging once they get going. And just while we're showing you the beauty of the place, because this is one of those drives that every corner that you head round, you are going to see a different range or a different view of the ranges. And I just wanted to say, that these roads out here, there's plenty of roads out here for the four-wheel driving enthusiasts out on the stations and things like that. So these roads where the public actually use them quite a lot, you know, we don't need dickheads out here being heroes. You do have to really focus on the road, particularly when we've had the harsh weather through. And as you can see, it's quite windy and quite tight in some areas, and it doesn't take much for there to be an accident out here. And you know, if you have a accident out here on these roads, you know, a lot of people are fooled into thinking that they're going to get emergency services out here quick smart. You can think again, it takes sometimes hours. There are local ambulances run by volunteers, but in the event that you have a cracker of an accident, you're probably going to be laying there for quite some time.
Because there is no phone reception.
Yep, there's no phone reception. So, you know, moral of the story, just take it slow, enjoy it for what it is, keep it safe for yourself and everyone around you, and then everyone gets to enjoy it. But yeah, you can see there's been a lot of recent washouts at the moment, and yeah, and that actually makes you slow down and just enjoy it. This is one of the spots you might stop at along the way. The old historic site of the old bullock queuing yards, about 1870. Used to bring the bullocks in here to load up, I guess. Been some restoration work done. And it's one of the nice vantage points to come and have a bit of a squiz. Not quite into the most picturesque part yet. And as you can see, we're in Bronze Betsy today. She's definitely earning her stripes at the moment. She's getting a bit of rouge on, a bit of red dirt. A bit of red dirt to dusting her up a bit. About bloody time. She was looking way too shiny for my liking. We're sorting that out now.
The video never does it justice, does it?
Never. The iconic Flinders at its best. Bright sunny day, plenty of dirt, and a different range everywhere you look. Heading into golden hour now, and trying to make the most of our last night of daylight savings. The terrible views out your window there, Aidan.
Yes.
I know you've got to whoa! I know you've got to concentrate too, but if I just look past you, gorgeous. So one of the big wide creeks here. Oh, we're just going back the other way for something to do. Why are we going back the other way, Aidan?
Because somebody said, oh, that's the perfect photo. Don't worry about it. I'll regret it later if I don't get it now. And
okay, so I've got a habit of spotting, sounds weird, but tree trunks that I can see through to take photos through, and I just get a little obsessed, and I just spotted one down here and I was like, oh, that's awesome. So I'll go and take the shot, show you, see what you think. One of our creek beds. So we're still in the Morana Scenic Drive at the moment, and I've lost Aidan. Maybe he's gone for a pee.
No, I'm hiding in the tree.
What? Where are you?
In the tree.
I can hardly see you there. Wow. Watch out for spiders in there. Geez, you'd keep dry in there, wouldn't you?
No, I don't know.
A bit of a downpour.
As long as it's coming from that side.
Yeah. Actually, hang on, I think I've got to get round to the... Got the sun there. Let's see. That's better. Wow. Gorgeous.
Quite a old, solid tree still, but
yeah,
even though the centre of it's missing.
And they just keep going. We've crossed over into the Bar station end now. And as you can see, if you were heading back the other way, it's just as stunning. Depending on what time of the day you're coming. Have you enjoyed the drive coming this way, Aidan?
Yes, it's the first time I've done it in this direction. I think I've done it twice the other way.
Yeah.
Which is...
It's different, isn't it?
It is. I think scenic-wise, it's better going the
kangaroo. Just don't bother stopping to show everyone from overseas the kangaroo, love. Sorry, what were you saying?
I think it's better going from the Hawker Blindman Road to the outback way.
Yeah.
Scenic-wise, but it is good to do it both ways, and definitely at this hour in the later part of the day with the sun setting on the rocks.
Yeah, and the Chase Range.
From the west, it was nice to drive west to east.
Mm-hmm. How rude. Our $10 selfie stick from Kmart just broke. So, unfortunately, for the rest of this weekend, you're going to have us too close to you. Looking at our ugly mugs. Anyhow, we'll do our best without it for you. But that's the Morana Scenic Drive, folks. Just come out now and looking at the Chase Range in the gorgeous golden light in the afternoon, which is wonderful. The road is pretty chopped up at the moment in there. So, yes, the best way to view this one is to stay at one of the local stations or in Hawker, and then come out and do the drive as part of your Flinders Ranges itinerary. Give yourself enough time if the road conditions are a bit rough, and there's quite a few spots, scenic spots you probably want to stop and take photos
You
too.
probably want to allow 2 hours.
Yeah, allow a couple of hours so that you can take photos and just enjoy it. So now we're calling in to see some old friends at Rawnsley Park Station. So many of you who come to the Flinders would have heard about Rawnsley Park Station. It's on the southern side of Wilpena Pound. That is the southern side of Wilpena Pound that you can see there. So let's talk about Rawnsley. It is about a 1.5 kilometre dirt road in if you are staying at the caravan park at the end. So do yourselves a favour, and the people who are working in the office of the accommodation, and if you're coming in with your caravan, follow this dirt road all the way to the very end, about 1.5 k's, and you will be at the caravan park. Do not turn off at the first left turn to the accommodation. That is the accommodation, not the caravan park. So you can do yourselves a favour and just keep on going straight down. But as you can see, it is an absolute stunning spot to base yourself to explore the Flinders. Had a great 6 months working here and getting to know some of the crew that were here at the time, and of course getting to explore the Flinders Ranges. It's hectic through tourist season, no doubt about it. We're doing the Bunyaroo and Brachina Gorge drive again today because we have a special guest on board. So this is the Bunyaroo Valley Lookout. I don't think we stopped here last time. The light wasn't quite right. But as you can see, absolutely stunning day. No complaints from us. Good morning everyone. So we're in the Ilkara Flinders Ranges National Park at the moment, as I said, with a special guest on board. Show you who that is shortly. And there's Aiden. Morning.
Morning.
And we've just stopped at a campground just to have a pit stop, bit of a break out of the car, because we are doing the Brachina Gorge drive. And this is the Acraman campground. It's a really great campground in the national park, probably for campers, rooftop tents, a little bit tight for caravans. Although Aiden just informed me that site number 4 we could possibly get the van in. But it's a really terrific spot in the national park if you just want to get a load of some of the rock formations. There is a pit toilet here. So yeah, I'll show you around into the campground, and there's some pretty specky views to the ranges through there, through here.
Wilpena Pound.
Yeah, into Wilpena Pound, and then it's actually quite nice, this one, because it is a little sheltered from the wind, and you can read about all the different rock formations. And then this site here, Aiden's saying that's number 1, that's a medium site. Look, we could get the van in there, so we could possibly get the van in there. Yeah, I'll get to that. You can certainly get a camper trailer or rooftop tent set up or whatever in there. Great little campfires that obviously you can use when the season's appropriate, and stunning views. But the issue that you have with some of these campgrounds is obviously reversing your rig into here on this little corner here. It's quite tight, so that's sometimes what can prevent you from getting into a spot, isn't it?
Yes.
Mr. Reversing Man. Mr. Reversing Man.
You have to go forward and then a good way and then back.
Yeah. And apparently I'm going to be doing that by the end of the year. Can't wait for that.
Spot 2
if we ever get the Ram back.
Spot 2 and 3 down here, campsite spot 2 and 3, they're single vehicles only, and you can definitely see that's where we parked the Prado.
Yes.
I think number 4 would be the easier spot to get into.
Yeah, I'll just turn around again. So yes, then down here. And look, I'm just showing you this because we've been in here not too long ago, so just trying to show you something different, but also many of you are campers and caravanners. And it's just really good if you can just get onto YouTube and have a look at some of these campsites and see what you can do. So this is a campsite here where we've parked Bronze Betsy the Prado, and as you can see, that's pretty tight. So you'd be swagging in there, or rooftop tent or whatever.
Oh, you get the Ram in there with the slide on, but
yeah, we'd get the Ram in there, but you wouldn't be putting your van in there or even a camper trailer.
no,
really.
Just too tight.
Yeah.
Trees on this side.
Yeah, but anyway, there you go, Acraman. I keep saying Acraman, but it's Acraman Campground on shore. Oh, and look who we found. This is our special guest today. She's getting, it's Nana on the road again, and she's getting the Vantastic Oz tour.
It is amazing. They're a great tour guide.
Are you enjoying it, Gay?
I'm loving it.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing, isn't it?
Absolutely.
So we're just having our little pit stop now, and we're just showing everyone the campground because that's always a cool thing to do.
Awesome.
So we're down heading into the Brachina Gorge now. Yes, I thought you'd like this one. So just grabbing a moment while there's no other tourists around at the minute. This is the Scree slope, and over in here is, well, I kind of call it the rock wallaby wall because quite often the yellow-footed rock wallabies are over in here. Last time Aidan and I came, we just found them back down where we just were, but because the sun's shining on there today, I think they've taken off. And you know, I think they just get sick of the tourists, to be honest. So it's just luck of the draw whether you see them or not. Very cute when you do spot them. So this is what people come here to look for. The yellow-footed rock wallaby. And by the sounds of things, they're doing quite well. Seems to be a few more of them around, so we'll have to go on a little hunt, see if we can find one. So the beautiful Brachina Gorge. A few escaped convicts down there. Been shorn. Not supposed to be in here. Yeah, well, I think they might be multiplying. So we're out looking for fossils, and I learnt this little trick when I worked at Rawnsley. And you pour water on the rocks so that you can actually see these particular fossils, of which the name is currently eluding me, so I will have to go and read the sign for you. Pretty sure they're the ones that David Attenborough came out to have a squiz at, but you know, can't quite remember. And I'm sorry to my friend Beth, who told me this morning what they were, and I've completely forgotten. Clearly, Beth, I was not cut out to be a tour guide. Well, actually, that's not true. I'd actually love to try some tour guiding, but clearly I would have to do a bit of study and get myself worded up on all of our history. Okay, everyone, so I was super excited to find them, and all I had to really do was look for the purple sign, which is new since last time I came looking for them. Archaeocyath wreath. So the Archaeocyath. So here's a little timeline for you. And they're actually pretty cool to see. Hey?
The signs around the back with all the information.
Makes us feel, you know, quite insignificant when we're talking 485 to 539 million years ago. So there you go, the first animal reefs. This is the Wilkawalina limestone. Oh, here's the hint. They gave away my hint. Look, pour some water on these rocks to really make these archaeocyaths stand out. And as you can see, they do really stand out once you pour the water onto them. So we're just a few old fossils, checking out some fossils. This is one of the typical creek beds in the Flinders Ranges National Park, and as you can see, it's just actually being caught, like being caught. I always say it's like paddle pop land. I don't know why. I guess, you know, the colours, I always just think of paddle pops, those beautiful pastel-y colours, and it's just truly magnificent. And if you're a bit of a rock nerd like we are, rock nerds, you could spend hours just looking, and sometimes we do just spend hours looking at all the rocks, talking about how they were formed and Not that we really know what we're talking about, but we like thinking about it. Don't we, Aidan?
Yep. No, it's hypothesised.
You're pretty happy to see those fossils this time? Because we missed them last time.
I was promised them the last time.
I know, and what? We missed them by about what? Maybe
100 metres?
500 metres or something? Damn it. But this is the great thing when you can come back to these places. Yeah. This is 110% our happy place. Would you agree? Oh, that wasn't very convincing. 100%.
It's 110.
You always get irritated with me when I say 110%. But, yep, if this isn't on your list of places to visit, people, when you're in Australia or in South Australia, then pop it on your list. The Ilkara Flinders Ranges National Park. You won't be sorry. We never are. It doesn't matter how many times we come here. Just in case you haven't seen enough rock, here's some more for you. I'm driving back the same way that we came now. Going back in the time period of the Flinders Ranges. But we've not quite finished seeing what we want to see. This one's the Aruna Valley lookout. And I was just saying to Gay that it's the one spot that I can just imagine dinosaurs roaming here. It's just got that feel about it. So there's been quite a bit of rain recently here, and you can really tell in the bits where the water is, it's just a bit greener than what it was when we came through in December. Oh, we've got a big water crossing. Of course you don't quite know what's in there, as in potholes. So just take it slow. Enjoying that, Aidan?
Yeah. Need a deeper one now so I can go over the bonnet and wash.
A deeper one, yeah, for a bonnet wash. But then you would have to get out and walk through it first.
That's the navigator's job.
Oh, I better start driving then. You're seeing the stromatolite fossils in the sunshine today. And you can really see that they were stromatolites. If any of you have seen the stromatolites in Western Australia, you'll know what I'm talking about. So this is a bed of ancient ones which are now fossilised. Always interesting to have a look at. So we should be heading home, but we can't help ourselves.
Yes, because you got 1 hour and a half.
Gay here in the back, and we were just driving past the Chase Range in the afternoon sun, about to hit the golden light, and we can't help ourselves. Like, this is my absolute favourite range in the Flinders Ranges, and particularly at this time of the afternoon. So we'll take you up to Pugilist Hill, show you around. So Pugilist Hill, look at that. Yeah, that. Chase Range. So Pugilist Hill is directly opposite the turn off to Rawnsley Park Station.
It is part of Rawnsley Park.
Yes, part of Rawnsley Park. Definitely a favourite. We're going to have to do our little spin around now. We've had to borrow Gay's selfie stick because, as I said yesterday, ours broke. Not our $10 selfie stick from Kmart. I think we need to ditch this and do a The chase range at its best in the afternoon light. Bit of a popular lookout, this one, particularly for sunset. Not quite sunset yet. And it looks like I better go, otherwise my lift is going, everyone. So Pugilist Hill, no towing anything up here. It's a really steep, quick steep climb. Someone's just about to come up there actually. Wouldn't want to be bringing anything up here with towing. And actually that track, the dirt track you can see down there in the distance with the red track, that's part of one of Rawnsley's four-wheel drive tracks, which you can do. They've got two different tracks that you can do, and Rawnsley's nestled down in over there, as in Rawnsley Park Station accommodation and caravan park. We've just dropped Gay off, had a great day together. It's just been so good sharing the Flinders Ranges with someone, seeing it through their eyes for the first time. And now we're heading out of Rawnsley. It's a great way to fill a couple of days, don't you think, Aidan?
Well, it's only been a day and a bit, but yes.
It shows how much we can fit in, doesn't it?
We could have done with a few more days.
Yes. Unfortunately, I have to work tomorrow. So back to home base for us tonight. Have to take it easy on the road, heading into early dusk soon. But always great to come and experience this. Hang out with good people. I got to catch up with some of the Rawnsley crew as well, so that was great. And now we head into a new week. I need a good shower, that's for sure. It's a bit dusty, a bit dirty, but now we head into a new week. It's another busy one coming up, so who knows when you guys will get to see this video, but you'll get to see it soon enough. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe.
Leave us a comment.
Yes, leave us a comment if you want to come along for the ride with us. We love hearing from you, love hearing what you think of the places that we've been to, and just whether you're enjoying the content or not. And don't forget, if you want to read more about it, come across, check our YouTube community page, or come across to our Buy Me a Coffee page, and you can check out the blog there, and that's Vantastic odds at Buy Me a Coffee. So hopefully we'll all